Hello and good morning, everyone. I'm Srividya.
I'm Purva.
We are BSMS students at ISA Tirupati, and today, on behalf of the organizing committee, we welcome you all to the day one of the All India iGEM meetup. So, Purva, are you excited? This is the first time we are having a virtual meetup for all the Indian iGEM teams.
I am super excited. Though this year has been challenging for all of us, I'm sure all our Indian teams are still having the same enthusiasm and excitement to participate and grab the medals.
Yes, definitely. I'm sure all the participants here are also equally excited and are eagerly waiting to take part in all the events we have planned for them.
Before we begin, we would like to first thank all our organizers for making this possible and for their constant effort in making sure that things proceed smoothly. I now request Varsha Jaisimha, Ambassador for iGEM Asia, to say a few words. Over to you, Varsha.
Hello everyone. I'm gonna be I'm the Asian ambassador, and today I'm gonna be the one opening your meetup. So if you just would give me a second, I would share a PPT with you. Right. I hope you could all see my screen. I welcome you all to the first virtual All India iGEM meetup. So this is a great event for teams to collaborate and make collaborations as well as learn from each other's project, receive feedback on your project. And in general, it gives you a sense of the community and the community that you really do belong to. Okay, so as I introduce myself, I'm Varsha Jasima, Ambassador to Asia. I was part of the event last year as a team member from ISER Pune, and this year I've returned as an ambassador for the competition. So as you're all aware, iGEM is the largest synthetic biology innovation program out there. And we've always encouraged teams to find local solutions to local problems. So we want your solution to be completely sustainable and follow the sustainable development goals, and should actually be a product that can be used out there in real life by the people who really do need your product. Okay. Firstly, I'm really excited that we are leading this synthetic biology event, because as you can see today with your COVID battle, synthetic biology is on the forefront. Everything from your test kits to your cures and your vaccines, all of this has synthetic biology as one of the major players out there. It's not the only player, of course. It interacts constantly with society and so many other fronts to the battle. But synthetic biology is one of the leading fronts, and I'm very excited that we are part of this front. And in a sense, you guys are going to be the next generation of synthetic biologists. So you are going to be the ones leading these battles from now on. So it's great. I'm really glad that you would use this as a learning experience, and will go on to progress in your careers with this. So as you're all aware, iGEM is a very global competition. We generally have over 6K participants from 350 plus from 60 plus countries, and around 350 plus teams. And each year the competition just keeps growing bigger and bigger. And so far we have accumulated over 40,000 alumni from all around the world. These alumni have gone on to become industrial experts, academic leaders, and even policy managers, so people with policy management. So the purpose of building this network is so that all these alumni are constantly connected and we can help each other out and help strengthen the SynBio community around the world. Okay, so this year is a very unique year. You will have faced a lot of problems because of the lockdown and so far. But it's also a year of learning. It's a year that presents a great learning opportunity, which is because you will not be able to access lab this year, you will have to explore all the other frontiers of your project, which are beyond your basic wet lab. So you would have we want you to use this opportunity to learn and explore the safety and security concerns associated with the projects, the ethics associated with the project, the social aspect of your project, so your social impact, and how you can actually work with societies out there to build and create a far better project. Because as you all know, science does not work in isolation, and we can never do science in isolation. So things like public engagement, policy, and how in general your work will have a bigger impact on the world out there. So these are aspects and forefronts that we would want you to explore this year, given the lack of lab access. I would like to present to you my ambassador team, which has constantly been working to keep teams around the world updated and provide support to teams around the world. So I'd like to give a shout out to them. And a couple of them would be joining us in the event later on today. I would like to introduce all the committees that are in charge. We have the measurement, the safety and security committee, the responsible conduct committee, the human practices committee, the diversity and inclusion committee, and the finally the executive judging committee. So these committees are always available, and you can write to them if you have any query in any of these. We highly encourage that you do indeed reach out to the committees, because they have a lot of knowledge to offer, and with that, and will actually be able to help you in a lot of ways. With that, I would also like to introduce you guys to After iGEM. So we don't just want you to participate in the competition this year, but we want you to be connected and forever part of our global network. And so we want you to keep coming back every year as either participating in After iGEM program or actually a member of After iGEM. We have an extensive After iGEM network website, so which you will get an invitation to the second you finish the competition. So it's a great platform where we post a lot of things about synthetic biology, awareness, job postings, so on and so forth. And it's the perfect platform for you guys to connect and be a part of that network. Along with that, we also have certain After iGEM programs, which is one, the ambassador program, where each of you, where we select certain ambassadors to represent certain regions. And your purpose as an ambassador is to, one, help out teams, and two, actually promote synthetic biology in your region. So iGEM will actually give you tools and the support for you to brainstorm and come up with programs of how you can promote science education as well as synthetic biology in your region. Then we have the delegate program, where certain alumni will be chosen to go represent these topics in the United Nations Council. So I would suggest you look out for that if policy is something you are interested in. Then we have the representative program, where if you have any event in mind that you particularly want to host to promote synthetic biology or science communication in general, we would suggest that you reach out to iGEM, and we will give you the support necessary for you to host such an event. Then we have the mentorship program, where we have experienced alumni to come back and provide mentoring to all the new teams out there which do not have any previous support. And finally, we have the iGEM Digest, which is our a monthly magazine, which keeps all the alumni updated about everything that's happening, and it's the best way to keep everybody connected. So with all of that, I welcome you to the All India iGEM meet, and I declare the meet open. I'm very happy that we have very distinguished people to here with us today, and I'm looking forward to listening to them, and I hope you are too. Please take this opportunity to learn a lot from what they have to offer, as well as take this opportunity to collaborate and get to know each other, and in general, foster the sense of the community that we do belong to. With that, I will pass it on, and welcome to the meet.
Thank you, Varsha, for the constant support and guidance you have provided during this whole time and for helping us organize this event. Today, we are also fortunate to have amongst us an inspiring person who is not only an eminent scientist and a professor, but he also holds the rare and unique distinction of being the first and founder director of two premium institutes of the country, IISER Pune and IISER Tirupati. Apart from this, he also holds a very special connection with iGEM. He has been a backbone to several iGEM teams, giving them his constant support and encouragement through the iGEM journeys. And today, we feel very grateful to have him here. We would now like to welcome the director of IISER Tirupati, Dr. K.N. Ganesh, to give his remarks.
Yeah, thank you for inviting me, and I'm very privileged to address all of you. And I must say that I must first of all, on behalf of IISER Tirupati, welcome all the team participants and mentors and the ambassadors on behalf of iGEM team from IISER Tirupati. I'm glad to know that such a meeting happens every year to bring all Indian iGEM teams together. iGEM is a wonderful concept which challenges students in the science and art of synthetic biology, systems biology, constructing genetic circuits and systems, including regulatory networks, etc. The best way to learn synthetic, chemical, or systems biology and connect them at the junction of biology, chemistry, and engineering is largely a combination of genetic engineering, biotechnology, and biochemical engineering. iGEM provides a very good platform. And I am sure data science and AI tools will creep in or has already been a part of it. Thinking of a scientific problem at the confluence of different disciplines, defining problem from an investigational perspective, assembling teams, designing suitable experiments, analysis of results, etc., are all standard good practices of any good research. iGEM provides an early exposure and thrill of science to undergraduate students. It gives the participants an international experience at such a young age, feeling part of a global research community, a sense of competition, learning teamwork, which are all essential for excellent research. And it is a wonderful and excellent experience for the students to be part of iGEM. Over the years, students from India have done reasonably well in the competition, and I must appreciate all the institutions and funding agencies that have supported and encouraged the students from iGEM projects. My first exposure to the event was at IISER Pune, sometimes in 2014 or 2015, when Dr. Chaitanya Achale mentored a team for iGEM competition, and DBT partly supported with funds for their participation. Impressed with the concept and outcome of the students, I invited the team to participate in the event. Students performed exceptionally well in the competition, and iGEM provided a platform for students to showcase their abilities and contribute to the research.
Sir, your mic has been muted. Could you please unmute yourself?
Okay. How long it has been muted? Have been had to start from beginning,
No,
or you
just
could
now.
hear? Just
We
now.
could hear.
Okay. Okay, fine. Yeah. My first exposure to the event was at IISER Pune, sometimes in 2014 and 15, when Dr. Chaitanya Achale mentored a team for iGEM competition, and DBT partly supported funds for their participation. Impressed with the concept and outcome to the students, since then, I have always provided institutional support to this event. Every year, this has become an exciting regular practice, and I am sure students who have participated have learned a lot from that. Last year, I was delighted to see IISER Tirupati team in their first time participation getting a gold medal. I was involved along with Dr. Raju Mukherjee and Professor BJ Rao in watching their progress and mentoring them. To participate in this event, students learn a lot of advanced biochemical and biotechnological techniques and concepts, and also think in translational aspects. I think before that we have heard how iGEM even extends the participants to learn about outreach, ethics, etc. It is so nice to see students coming up with such creative titles for projects, many of them so catchy and trendy. My generation cannot even understand the terminologies of these titles. Many of them also look like menu in a French or Italian restaurant, and I think that is creativity of students. I wonder what happens to all these projects after the event is over. After all, students put in a lot of efforts. Not sure if anyone has compiled or maybe there is a database to see the scientific outcomes. I was suggesting to my colleagues here that after the event, the project should be pursued as a regular research project, for example, as a fifth year research project or so, to take them to logical conclusions. I am sure some of them have been published. At least I have seen some research publications in which they acknowledge about the origin of the ideas of the proposal from iGEM. But I don't know how many teams in India have pursued such goals. I request the mentors to follow up with the teams and guide them towards a real scientific outcome wherever possible, which includes the three Ps: publications, patents, and products. And I'm glad to see several scientific talks by faculty in the Central Dogma Hall. By the way, I like the naming of different halls for activities, and I also could guess there is some sponsorship from Promega. One suggestion: please do not leave out carbohydrates or oligosaccharides from your description of areas. Glycobiology is the most important and less understood code of life. For example, molecular deciphering and understanding of the glycan patterns of spike and other proteins of coronavirus is very important in developing a good vaccine. They play a very, very important role in unraveling the molecular basis of disease caused by pathogens and finding cures. I hope there will be a hall for glycobiology as well. It will be exciting to hear the goals, achievements, and approach of all teams participating in iGEM. And this year, the competition is perhaps only on online. That throws another challenge of how to present the work impressively and make an impact in the limited dimensions of online environment. I was also very happy to see that the iGEM community, there is a big alumnus, and it is called as iGEMers. It's very nice to hear that they keep in touch and help each other. Thank you for giving me this opportunity to make some remarks, and I wish all the participants a great success and a great time in this meeting. My very best wishes to all of you for your success. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for joining us today, despite your busy schedule and giving us such inspirational words.